What is going on, beautiful people? It's your boy Blue. Welcome back to X-Plane 12 Beta. And this is the Team USA Delta A330neo, a free mod by Xworks. And today we're going to be flying from New York City, JFK to Atlanta, Georgia. Let's hop in the flight deck and get started. All right, welcome to the flight deck of the A330. It's going to get this thing powered on. We'll go up to the overhead panel and we'll start off with battery 1 and battery 2. Here we go. And external power. Oh yeah, that sounds very nice. All right, we'll start from the top left. We'll do IR1, 3 and 2, nav, ADIR 1, 2, and 3. And it's gonna basically go through and click on each and every one of these buttons. This may not be the absolute correct procedure, but it works for me. But I'm sure you guys will let me know if I'm doing something wrong, and that is okay. All right, let's go back down here, and we'll get the emergency lights, arms, seatbelt signs on, and nav light on. All right, back up top. We'll get some more lights off. So there. Engine 1, these are the hydraulics here. The good thing is that everything is actually clickable for a default system. I love those sounds. There we go. And over to the right, I'm just clicking all the buttons, and we'll go down here to the pack. So engine bleeds. Our APU is not on, so this is not actually going to do anything except for give us a fault, which is fine. And that is good. We can do we could turn the lights on here if we needed to, but we don't really need to. It's pretty nice outside now. But I will turn on the integrity lighting down here. On the left, there we go. All right, cue those warnings. And I'm going to go ahead and jump into the FMS and set our flight plan up, and then we'll get the APU started. This is just a default, like, Boeing style FMS, but the X-Plane team are working on a realistic Airbus MCDU, which I'm looking forward to. I've seen some previews of it, and it looks like it's gonna be really, really good. But today's flight, JFK to Atlanta, and I'll put the flight plan in, and as I said, we'll get the APU started. All right, flight plan is done and no discontinuities. I'm not sure how to do like performance calculations in the default FMC. Not sure if it's even possible. We're gonna click on the APU here and go up top, and we'll get the APU powered on. So actually I can do it from this view here. Go to master switch to on, and then start. And the flap should open up in the back. There it is, flap open, and it's starting. Now, usually you just hit master switch on and then wait for the flap to open and then hit start. So I did that a little bit. I kind of anticipated a bit too much there, but it's good. All right, APU is powered up and avail. We'll go back up to the top, and we're gonna go and hit the APU bleed, which I think is here. There we go. And the gen should already be on. We already clicked on that. Yep, there it's on. And we can go ahead and disconnect the external power. All right, we are now on APU power. All right, let's set our altitude for 40,000 feet today, and our heading, runway 22 out of JFK, is going to give us a heading of 224. There we go. And we'll leave our speed at 152. The weather here in JFK right now is it is 150 at 13 knots. Visibility is 10. Few at 1,500 feet. Scattered at 5,000 feet. Broken at 11 25,000, broken at 25,000. Temperature is 19, dew point 17. Altimeter 2, and we are good to go. Aircraft is pretty much set up. APU is on. Our MCP here is set up, and we are ready to push.
So in just a moment, we'll be showing you a brief presentation on the safety features of this aircraft. We kindly ask that you please direct your attention to the video monitors and flight attendants in the aisle, even if you are a good flyer. Thank you so much.
All right, clear on 2, starting 2. Woo, baby. All right, clear on 1, starting 1. Alright, we got 2 good engine starts, and I'm not gonna lie, that engine start gave me chills. Oh my god. Alright, so we're gonna go and shut the APU off, APU bleed off, APU master switch off, and we're gonna go and set our flaps for 1. I'm gonna arm our spoilers, set our transponder to 116, and squawking Charlie. Actually, before we leave, let's do a flight control check really quickly. They have that simulated here. Oh yeah, they do. So, left, right, up, down. Rotor pedals are working. Beautiful. Alright, flight control is free and correct. Let's go ahead and turn on the taxiway lights. And runway turn-off lights, and we are ready to taxi.
Please remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened anytime the seatbelt sign is on. And even if the sign is off, please keep your seatbelt fastened in case we experience any unexpected rough air.
All right, we are ready to go. So strobes on, landing lights on, wing lights, seatbelt signs already on. We are good to go. Delta 116 taking off runway 22 right at Echo.
Circle 2123, wind 170.15, runway 22 right, click takeoff.
Correct, perfect. Yep, blue 2123.
Circle 583, Kenny Tower, runway 22 right, line of point.
And we're lined up 22 right. No flex, all toga. V1, rotate. All right, beautiful. We are airborne, a little fast. Let's go ahead and go direct to RBV and execute that. And there we go. I still have the controls. We'll pull the power back there. Already in the clouds. And we'll point the nose up. A little too shallow. Getting a lot of turbulence. That's much better. Rolling on to the left. And direct to RBV. Alright, we're well above 10,000 feet, passing 24,000 feet, climbing for 40,000. And we'll go ahead and get the land lights turned off, as well as wing lights. Seatbelt signs will stay on for now, but we'll ping the cabin. And of course, we'll go in a standard on both sides. There we go. Alright, so we have finally reached our cruise of flight level 400. That's 40,000 feet, somewhere above Philadelphia right now. We're about an hour and a half away from Atlanta. Aircraft has been working really well. VNAV has been doing pretty good so far on the climb out. No complaints there. We'll have to see how things turn out as we descend. If VNAV works then, we'll have to find out and see. But so far, guys, I really like this plane. First of all, it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. The A330 is such a gorgeous plane with the Neo engines. I absolutely love the engines. The quality of the modeling on the engines up close and from afar, as well as the wings, look pretty good. And as you can see here, we're getting a decent amount of wing flex. It's not too exaggerated. It looks pretty nice. I can't complain too much. Obviously, it could get better, but hey, I like what we have so far, and I'm really hoping that this project will continue and get better and better. I think X-Plane 12 is really in desperate need of a Zibo style mod, and what I mean by that is one of the main reasons that people came over to X-Plane 11 from other platforms was because of how good that free Zibo 737 is. Now, that is still available on X-Plane 12. You can fly the Zibo and it works pretty good. Depending on when you're watching it, different versions are coming out regularly. But this A330 by default, the A330 by default is a really good plane. Honestly, the default A330 is a really good plane, and it's only going to get better as they bring in the custom MCDU and more systems and things like that to the aircraft. But having a mod like the A330neo or something similar, and being able to progress in a similar way that Zibo did, or in a similar way that Fly-by-Wire did on Microsoft Flight Sim, I think is desperately needed for this aircraft. There's so much potential in this plane as a default aircraft, and I think it'll allow some genius developer to get started and make an amazing plane. I think the A330, if developers really get their hands on it and really start working on it, can be one of the best planes in Flight Sim. It can be. If a third-party developer, hopefully a freeware developer, will come and as a passion project just take over and make it amazing. I mean, think about it. The Fly-by-Wire A320neo is personally one of my favorite aircrafts to fly in Flight Sim, period. All because of a bunch of people who love Airbus who came and say, hey, let's make this plane better. And similar thing happened with Zibo. They were like, hey, this is a pretty cool by default. Let's make this better. And now with the A330, I think it's pretty cool by default. And I'm hoping that developers will all string together and make this plane everything it can be. And I'm not saying just one developer. I'm hoping for a collaboration of multiple developers to come together and share their knowledge and make this plane great, because it's pretty cool. And this 330 is sweet, man. I really like it. I like the regular 330 as well, but the Neo is just beautiful. I love it. I honestly didn't know I liked this plane until I saw it in the sim. It's so nice. So anyways, again, about an hour and a half to go till we get to Atlanta. We'll be cruising for a while, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the view. All right, I'm watching the instruments here. We just reached our top of descent. We're cleared to descend down to 12,000. You can see here on our center screen, the engines have gone down to idle, and it is actually indeed descending on the VNAV, which is actually impressive. Was not sure if it was going to work. The cool thing is that down here in the FMC, it did actually give us a countdown, distance and time when we get to our top of descent, which is super helpful. So I went ahead and changed my altitude down to our cleared altitude from ATC, and then I clicked up, and was just kind of hoping that it would actually do what it's supposed to do when we get there. And it's slowed down. I think what it's going to do is going to slow down, and then it's going to start pointing the nose down. We'll have to see what happens, because it hasn't really done anything yet. We're still holding 12,000. It says, I'm not even sure what this means here. It says alt, but it also says something else in it as well.
Olympic 860 to centimeter.
I'm going to try hitting it again, and we'll see if that does it. And it looks like, yep, that did it. So I had to click it again to get it to actually descend. So hopefully we're not going to be too far above our vertical navigation track. We should be okay. So we're descending now.
At this time, we ask that you kindly begin to recheck the security of your seatbelt. And if you've removed any items from the overhead bins, please begin to restow them at this time. Please check around your seating area and the seat pocket in front of you for any cups, glasses, or other articles you wish to discard. Kindly hand these items to the flight attendants as they make their way through the aisle. Thank you so much. We should be landing in approximately 15 to 20 minutes.
Southwest 3377, turn left heading 300, intercept the 26 right localizer, center maintain 4,000. Delta 843, you're unable, Lima, you said? 843, copy this hearing. Delta 843, roger, runway 27 right, taxi via Lima 10, Mike.
Okay, on our descent into Atlanta, we are now leveling off at 12,000 feet. We're landing west, expecting runway 26 right ILS, now crossing Ozzy. So, we do have ATC here at Atlanta, which is very nice. And we're getting close to the clouds.
Delta 116 heavy, descend to maintain 900,000.
Descend to maintain 900,000, Delta 116. Alright, so let's continue down to 9,000 feet. And I've been having trouble with this autopilot. VNAV sort of works, but the speed, I'm having trouble with the speed, where like for example, I have it set to 243 right now. Matter of fact, it should be blacked out. But even whether I choose the speed manually myself or not, it tends to just go idle power and basically descend almost at a stall. So I had to try to take control of the speed myself. Either way, it's been acting kind of weird. So we kind of have to watch it. But we're clear down to 9,000 feet, and I think we'll be able to take care of it. Decent amount of traffic flying in Atlanta today.
Football, runway 27 right, clear for takeoff. Football, 27 right, clear for takeoff.
Alright, driving below 10,000 feet. Landing lights are going to come on. Seatbelt signs on. And we are also just about to level off at 9,000.
Delta 116 heavy, flight heading 210, vector to final approach course, descend to maintain 6,000.
Heading 210 down to 6,000 vectors for final approach, Delta 116. Alright, let's go into heading mode.
860, you're too far in for me to get you on the approach. Do you have the...
And let's get it slowed down. And down at 6,000 feet.
Okay, yep, you're just inside the final approach fix, but that's fine. Olympic 860, runway 26 right, clear to land.
There we go. Alright, so we should be descending at 1,800 feet down to 6,000, heading 210. You can see our final approach is right there on the screen. And I would like to do like 200 knots or so. And we'll put some speed brakes in, get us nice and slow.
The 116 Heavy, turn right heading 250, intercept the 26 right localizer.
250 for the 26 right localizer, Delta 116.
Olympic 860 right, turn at the end, taxi to parking via Alpha.
Why are you turning left? Like, come on, what are you doing? Alright, I got the ILS plugged in, and I do actually see that the glide slope is coming down. We'll see if it actually captures it, or if we're going to have to fly it ourselves by hand. We are good enough to go another notch of flaps, and let's drop the gear as well. Alright, so it looks like it did actually capture the glide slope. I think it is sort of descending. Maybe it usually should show green on GS and Loc, but it's not. But we are descending as if we're on the glide slope. As you can see out the window, we can't see anything out there right now. So we're completely dependent on these instruments and hoping that this default aircraft will get us on the ground safely.
116 Heavy, wind 320 at 9er, runway 26 right, clear to land.
26 right, clear to land, Delta 116 Heavy.
Southwest 1879.
Alright, so we're clear to land.
Runway 27 left, clear to land.
And it looks like it is doing the glide slope, but it's not showing up as green like we actually captured it. I'm also not getting any DME information, which is really weird and does not make me feel great. So let's get slowed down
Southwest 870, turn left,
and
090.
put the rest of the flaps in,
Left 090, left quick.
and we'll arm our spoilers as well for landing. Okay, so sadly the ILS has failed us. I had to go back and do a 360. I need the ILS in this case because, as you can see out the front window, I can't see anything. So we're going to try to shoot this approach to the best of my ability. We're at 1,500 feet, which is very close to the ground. And hopefully we'll see the runway in the next mile or two because we're on a 3-mile final. And I can't see anything. The clouds are on the ground, as you can see. I think that's the airport, but there's a massive like cloud or something covering it. I see this runway. We're supposed to land on 26 right. That's what ATC gave us. I'm also not getting the best frames either on this approach, so I had to disconnect from VATSIM. And yeah, I can't see the runway at all. I can't even see the approach lights or anything. So honestly, we probably, like, I can see that side, but I can't see our side. And I'm not getting any help from the localizer or anything. I mean, we could try to hit. Loc is already armed, so it's just not capturing the ILS information. As we go over the highway and into the soup again, we can't see anything at all. So we're gonna have to go around and try to get back in here somehow. We're already at 500 feet above the ground. And oh, I see the runway, but we're too high. I see the runway, but we are too high. Also getting a horrible flickering here on X-Plane 12. I really hope they fix this soon. So yeah, there's a cloud really blocking us, so we're gonna have to go around and try it again. So Toga. Okay, here we go. I can just barely see the airport. Like, it's so faded. You probably can't even see it in the video, but I'm gonna shoot for it, or else we're gonna have to divert. This is my last try. I think I see the yep, I see the runway. I see it. I hope it's not a taxiway. Yep, it's a runway. Alright, it looks like 26 left. We're putting it down. We're putting it down. Alright, flaps are down, gear is down. There we are, right over here. Might come in a little hot.
400.
Let's see if we can save it.
300.
For some reason my auto throttle is still on, not sure why.
100. 50. 40. 30.
Yep, auto throttle's on. Why is auto throttle on?
20.
Woo! Come on! What are you doing to me?
10.
Oh, you serious? You stupid plane! Ah. I literally have zero control over the throttle right now. I can't get auto throttle to turn off. It's just stuck in manual toga or something. That was probably our one chance to get in. Yeah, I can't get, I don't know. I can't get auto throttle off. It won't turn off. Autopilot is not on, now it is. How weird. Yeah, I can't even move my throttle, like, at all. Like, I lost complete control. At least with my actual... Yeah, even when I do that. Wow, I don't know what's going on here, guys.
Sync rate.
500.
I think we're dead, guys.
400.
Yep.
300.
This is the end.
200.
This is the end.
100.
I said so many good things about this plane. I really it looks so good. Oh, it pisses me off. Ah, it looks so good. It did so good throughout the flight, except just couldn't get the approach to work. Couldn't get the VNAV. I mean, the VNAV sort of worked. Had a lot of problems, mainly with the auto throttle. So, man, I really like this plane, and I want to fly it. I want to fly it a lot. But after this experience, now, I'm pretty sure you guys are going to come to comments like, oh, it's a great plane. I had no problems with it. Well, that's not my experience. So, yeah, we'll have to revisit this one at some point. That's if I even go through putting this video out. I'm not sure if I'm going to waste the time to actually put this video together. But thank you guys for watching, if you made it this far. The A330neo by XWorks, great job on the 3D modeling, but the aircraft at its core needs a lot of work. I had similar issues back when I flew the A330 without the Neo mod a while back, just having a few little issues with like the approach mode and the autopilot and things like that. So, that's disappointing. Well, guys, thank you for watching, and yeah. I'll see you guys at the funeral. Until next time, remember you have 3 choices. Give up, give in, give it all you got. Peace, love, and God bless you. I'll see you guys next time, next video.